Hello. So, if this video popped up on your feed somehow, then there's definitely a message in it for you. Please know that not everything will resonate with you, but some parts definitely will. So, there is a person in your life that was a good friend or acted like a good friend, and you trusted them with everything. You told them everything, you told your life stories to them, you told your problems to them, not realizing that they were gossiping behind your back to the people in their lives, and they were twisting your words in a way where you seemed like a villain, or you seemed like somebody that was committing, say, blasphemy, committing something bad, doing something bad in your life, being of bad character. They were trying to taint your character in a way that you seem like the bad person and they seem like the better person, and the way they went about it is by tainting your image. So this person was going to numerous friends of theirs who had the exact same petty, stupid mentality as theirs, and telling them incidents about you. And these people, the friends, either came to you directly or indirectly you came to understand by their behavior, by their friends' behavior, that something was going on, that some bad nonsense was going on. One, two, three on the timer. And these people either came physically to you and asked, is this what you said during this time? Is this what happened? Did you cause this problem? Did you do something that made her cry? Did you do something that made this problem? Were you the culprit behind this nonsense? Just asking you questions that they have no authority to ask, because you don't know these people well, and the only person that's a mutual between you and these friends is you and this person. 202 on the timer, and I also saw 143. The things they were questioning were correct. The incidents that you had discussed with this so called friend, this person went back behind you, behind your back, and used these very incidents, twisted your words, and said it in a way where you seem like the villain, where you seem like inadequate, where you seem like you don't hold the qualifications that you actually do, that you don't seem like the person that you actually are. Say, for example, you are somebody that has traveled a lot, that has been to places. This person will tell them that this person has been to this and this place, and they had boyfriends there, and they had a affair there. With every single city they went to, they had an affair there. Was there an affair? No. But did they make that shit up to seem like the better person, and you as the horrible, you know characterless person? Yes. So that's what's happening. Take several examples. This exact thing may not be happening. This is just an example. But they might be taking actual facts from your life and painting it in a bad light, twisting your words and telling their friends in a way where you seem like the bad person. This person, if you paid attention, had an evil smirk. If you paid attention to their um to every time you had something bad happen to you, every time there was a problem in your life that you were trying to solve, you were very sad about it, maybe you were even crying about it. This person liked it. This person liked seeing you cry. They liked seeing you down. They had extra gossip that you gave them, and then she would share it with her friends. So your life was a joke to them, your sob stories were gossip to them for tea time, and they loved sharing everything that was going bad in your life. They loved watching you in pain. Especially, say for example, they let's take the first example. They called you characterless. You were going to different cities, and for job, for work, for opportunities, for traveling, for vacation, whatever. And they said that you had boyfriends in every single one of those spaces. You would go out to their friends, 444 on the timer, and tell them, you know what, I never did this because I am this person, I was busy with work, I had this. You're trying to prove that you did none of those things, and you feel terribly sad. You're crying when you're talking, or you're feeling extremely sad and there is vulnerability in your voice. And this person watched it, watched you in that state and liked it. They enjoyed that moment, they rejoiced that moment, and they loved the achievement that they have just had by watching you, um, give answers for the crimes that you have not committed. They enjoyed it. This person is a psychopath. They enjoyed watching other people suffer, and that's the way they build their character. By tainting other people's character is how they build their own character. They have nothing to bring on their own. They have nothing to bring. There is no talent. There is no job. This person probably doesn't work. This person probably doesn't bring any money to the family. They bring no value other than acting like 555 on the timer, other than acting like they are the bestest, sweetest, nicest person. And the way to go to prove that is by tainting other people's image, by proving everybody as some form of culprit, as showing them as 611 on the timer, showing them as a bad person. And okay, so I just remembered an example. I'll give you an example. For example, you are in a family where you are not allowed to wear shorts. Okay, very common example. This person would encourage you to wear shorts. They would tell you, you know what, you should wear it. My mom encourages me, everybody encourages me, and I don't like seeing you like this. I want you to do what you like. I want you to wear those shorts. Do it. It's your life. Do it. The moment you wear it, the moment you finally feel like your friend, your bestest friend, have encouraged you to do something that you always wanted to do, and you feel courageous enough to do it. Say you are from a very like traditional background, okay, you are not allowed to do these things, so you feel very courageous while doing it. You finally are stepping out of that boundary that your family had put for no reason at all. And this bitch, they take a picture of you, they take a video of you, and they spread it around. You know what they say? You know what they're saying right now? She's wearing shorts at this party, or at this place. And you know what, she was not supposed to. 143 on the timer. 143 is a strong number. I've been seeing 143 a lot. I've seen it 3 times here. One time on the timer, one time on the clock, one time when I was writing that message. 143 is strong message, strong number here. So this person would, on purpose, would twist whatever is happening. They would ask you to do something, and then they'll twist that story and tell everybody, look at this person, look what they're doing. Is that nice? Is that how you should be acting? Is that how you should be going against your elders? So they manipulate situations in a way where they seem like the nice person and you turn out to be the villain. You get into problems. 808 on the timer. You get into problems, and you are stuck there telling everybody that you are not this person, that you have not dated a million guys, that you're not somebody who goes around naked, you're not that person, and you're crying, you're begging, you're telling people you're not this person. And who caused all of this nonsense? Your friend, your best friend. Okay, don't make this message fit if there is not somebody who's, when they're around, there's always drama. There's always drama, and around the things that they're advising you about. Okay, don't make this message fit. If there is nobody like this, don't make it fit. Okay. So now I'll talk about the vision that I had. So I was physically fighting with this person. So you maybe found out that something like this is going on behind your back. So you fought either verbally, actually physically, or something of a physical altercation happened. It's not happening spiritually, it's happening physically. It's tangible. You had that fight, you had that verbal abuse, you had that physical fight, something tangible. Okay, so you're having that physical fight, and this bitch kept fighting until you actually ran. That I'm talking about my vision. She fought me until I ran, until I left that situation. And her partner, her partner came to my door. I was hiding in the bathroom, and her partner came to the bathroom door and tried to pew pew me. Okay, I ducked, I crawled, and I ran towards the kitchen, like while crawling, and I closed all the doors and windows. This person has this serious intent to kill. in that vision. So they have somebody in their life, either this is a partner or this is a best friend or their parent, somebody very close to them, somebody related to them, closely related to them, that believes in their words without questioning their intent, without questioning what their partner is saying, what their daughter is saying. They don't question any of the things that this bitch is saying. And whatever this person says, this man believes. This man, this woman, this parent, whoever that is in their life, they believe whatever they say. So when this person made a sob story about you, said that you were torturing this girl, that you were, fighting, you were raising your voice against them, whatever you did, whatever little thing you did to stand up for yourself, they made a huge argument of that thing. They made a huge story around that nonsense, and they told their partner, their guardian, whoever that is close to them. And this person, like an idiot, they did something that could have been literally fatal to you. Fatal as in you. Oh yeah, fatal as in fatal, because that's the vision I got. You might have literally either gotten into a situation that could have gotten you off on the planet, or you were so desolate, you were so sad that you felt like ending yourself, something like that, something very extreme. And this person, this idiot of a person, their partner or whoever, they did not realize the extent of the problem they were creating for you. They did not realize that. They were just believing this person's words and being extremely brutal or lethal with you. So you crawled somehow, you got out of, you were very close to getting hit, and you crawled out of the situation. You somehow made it out of that situation. Crawling means you had no energy to get out of the situation. You had no motivation to 1 2 3 4 on the timer. You had no motivation to leave that situation. You had no energy. You could have lost your life. You could have lost everything in that moment, and somehow you gathered whatever little courage you had and got out of that situation. Okay. And you closed all the doors and windows, meaning you stopped talking to these people, you stopped inviting them, you stopped telling them. You either went to a location where they did not know your address, or you just blocked their number. You did something where you blocked them from your life. This person was also 1313 on the timer. This person was also somebody that you really trusted, that you thought respected you more than they respected this other person, but they proved otherwise. This person could have been the person who tried to kill you or whatever, or got you very close to that happening. They were very close to you. You trusted them, and you never thought in your life that they would actually go to this extent to hurt you, when the person that's trying to incite violence against you in their mind is lying, is a lying bitch. Okay. And you never thought they would be that stupid, they would be that level of an idiot, they would have that much belief in this lying person to go against you. And that's what opened your eyes towards betrayal, towards who's actually loyal in your life and who's not. And you must have helped this person in numerous ways. When they had nothing, you were there. When they wanted emotional support, you were there. When they wanted financial support, you were there. But now when you want some kind of safety from this lying bitch of a person, they are there to defend them and not you. And that's where you realize where their loyalty is. That's where you realize that you are the only one who can save yourself in this situation. You cannot trust either of these people. One acting like the friend, another also a very good friend or a relative. Could be anything. You would know it better. This situation happened in the past. You are no longer in this situation. This situation has happened in the past, so you would know if this message is for you or not. 1505 on the timer, 151 on the timer. The next vision that I saw was I was in a uniform going somewhere to represent either my nation or my company or some form of institution. I was in a uniform. The costume looked neat and prideful. I felt prideful while being in this uniform. So you're either doing something for the greater good, for the society in some way, for the nation, for your company, for your firm, for some institution. You're doing something for the collective, not just for yourself, for a group of people. And you're prideful about it. You're either about to do it or you're already doing it. You have not informed about these two people to the authorities. You have not informed the cops. You have not informed these people's parents or the people who are close to them. You have not warned any of them. You have not informed about the atrocities they caused to these people, because either you don't have faith in them or you have a little too much faith on God that the God will take care of them. You don't have to do anything from your end. And yeah, this was a big lesson for you about trust, about betrayal, about where you're spending your energy, your love, your loyalty, and where the person is not even returning it back. You realize this whole time the only person that had your back was either God or a close friend, and nobody else. And these two people will do anything to protect each other, or I don't know if they're even fighting with each other, but they're not for you. They're not your friends. They're not your relatives. They are there for themselves, and they'll do anything to preserve themselves, not you. This was a big lesson in terms of trust, and that you are all you have. God and you is all you have. 1717 on the timer. Okay, so that's the end of the message. Let me know if it resonated. Um, yeah, that's it. Bye bye.